Okay, so he's using growth again. So we already know that we're not probably going to do anything until after 15. It's good to know what class your opponent has too. Alright, now because these are natural summoners, we could merge those now. Remember, it immediately level up your mind. But knowing that he has a class 9 solar, and if their moon trait isn't on, and you know for sure it's off because of a certain reason, that's fine. But his 1 pip solar might not be able to carry us to wave 5. On wave 6, the DPS can completely spam fill their board if they haven't merged anything. So we are going to leave our summoners now for a little bit of extra damage. Anything else though, I mean jokers or whatever, we're going to turn them into mines. I'll see, like right there, he didn't really need to merge, but you know, like I said, we're not DPS today. But he's got his solars on. We're looking pretty good now. So we are now going to merge our dice, and we are going to joker any mines we get. And this looks like it worked out pretty well for us. Got all sorts of crazy dice, crazy mines, and we are sitting on a lot of stuff. And once again, we're gonna sit. This is hurry up and wait. How fast can we get enough mines on our board and get them leveled so we can get a big pocket of SP before we are called upon to do what we need to do? Now, I've said this before on here because he is using Snowball, and I've seen some other streamer, okay, not some others, I have now seen one other streamer do this because that he understands what I understand. The DPS isn't using switch, so we're going to take what we get for a board and we're going to love it, and we're going to build its pips, and everything might not be possible. Ideally, when you are playing with Snowball, you do not want it anywhere near a moon. You do not want it down in your front little corner. Where it ends up, it ends up. But we don't want it to proc right away. Why not? Okay, your Snowball's on the moon, night comes out, instantly freezes in like 2 milliseconds. The effect lasts and the timer picks. It does not reset the timer on the boss. I've seen people saying that. It just delays it. So you have taken that little bit of time and put it at the beginning. Well, we all know that if you like to have more time for something to happen, you need to extend at the end. As close as to that 2 second mark proc for the bosses that you can get it, the better, because it will let you surpass that 2 seconds. So instead of having a little bit before just trust me, it works fucking better at the end. Now during slime waves, higher up, yeah, switch it. If you're playing with switch it to a moon, because you're gonna bust that slime up really quickly. And each of those other baby slimes that come out of it the whole way down through is another freeze that gives you way more time to kill that second boss behind the slime. After that slime passes, move it back off your moon. And we very well proved that the first day with a galaxy run on here. So now also, and I know we said we weren't going to talk about DPS, but all jokers are moon until you don't otherwise need them. So, I mean, we're going to hurry up and joker this here. He takes his flip. We're not going to worry about our summoners. He gets some more pips. Alright, and no, doesn't look like we're going to get flipped again. So we're going to go ahead and use the summoners. Hey, look, a 2-pip mine. We're doing really good. So now basically the way this is going to play out, this is all going to be happens with that growth, which it turned to a moon. Alright, he has two choices here. He can either merge them 2-pip moons, or he could have done that. Or he could have told me to start, we forego using a snowball, and I just start assassinating. But should not have shut his solars off, and that's why right there. It's far better option to fluctuate your moons if your solars are on. So, and he told me to go, but he had an active growth. I'm not going to throw with an active growth. Alright, so it looks like we are going to forego the snowball this run, which is fine. We can get it later. He's still going to level it up. But I also do know that we have Leon coming up, and right now his 5-pip and 5-pip should be more than enough to take down the wizard. So if the wizard hits a 2-pip of mine, not going to save it. Hits a 1-pip, we're going to save it. Doesn't seem like much, but what that did was that made a hole, which is what we wanted. So, okay. Now, we have this lush board full of mines. We knew he was going to be able to handle the wizard. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know anymore what a class 9 moon fucking does. I don't. This is how you tell if you need to throw some assassins when you're playing a support deck. We're going to wait for wave 23. Why wave 23? Because there's a mini boss. If he doesn't flat out fuck up that mini boss, we need to throw some assassins because he's not going to instantly drop Leon. If it takes him a little bit, it might be 50-50. Maybe we'll merchandise and find some assassins. But at this point, let's watch. That's kind of iffy. That's right on that line. Now, at this point, you just leave your board alone. That's kind of on that line. I'm not 100% sure. So I'm going to get rid of my 1-pip mines. And we are going to throw off a couple assassins. And I'm going to immediately go back into mines. Okay, so we got a 6-pip solar on a 5-pip moon. I really hope that that's enough now that his moon is going to let him pass Leon without getting hurt. And it was. And that was close enough. If that assassin wouldn't have hit that solar, it might not have happened. Okay, so now our issue is passed. Leon is passed. We are good to go. So we are going to start in. We're going to get rid of all these little mines. And we're going to start looking and digging and sending off assassins and just keep everything moving. As long as you have a 1-pip, merge your 1-pips. The moment you run out, go up to the next one. Alright, so do we use the Joker on the summoner, or do we merge off our 1-pip mines? Well, we're going to merge some 1-pip mines. Now we're going to use there. So, alright, that worked out great. Now we just need to find a starting point again. That 4-pip, we're going to use that, and we're going to get rid of all of the mines that are not those 4-pip mines. Still have enough little ones. Now we need to use that. Alright, so at this point we're getting kind of hairy, nothing's really matching up. So we're going to take our largest summoner we have that we can use, and we're going to use it, and we're going to make holes, spawn dice, open our board back up and continue upon. What the fuck? Sorry, I have calluses on my fingers. Sometimes it's hard to make this shit work. And we're going to continue along our merry way. Alright, at this point, I think we're going to use that one on the summoner. Free dice. We got some 2-pip mines we don't need. And we're still sitting around 40,000 SP. So, I mean, we are good on SP. But what we're looking for now is... we definitely need to get him a 7 moon. We have to have him because of his moon class. And this is something you have to take into account no matter what you're doing, as long as you're supporting, is the next save point. Well, the next point we need to pass is wave 46. Anything before that doesn't really matter. We should be able to pass it fine, but we are going to need to have him have a 7-pip moon before 46. So you don't have to go all crazy, play quick, and make silly mistakes, but just know that you are on a timeline, and it does need to happen. Yes, we have a 7-pip moon, but it's not doing a damn thing. We got 2 of them, but they're not good. So we keep going. Alright, so now we got 2 good 7-pip moons. What we're going to do is fill in our board, use up our summoners and our assassins. I mean, we still are sitting on 29,000 SP, but we are in a pretty good spot right now. So we're going to take a break. We're going to sit here, and that's fine. Let him eat it. Does not matter. If it's a bigger pip, let him eat it. But we're going to sit here, and we are going to replenish our SP until at least 46. Now, obviously, I mean, I think, okay, we're good. I think everybody should learn to play this support deck first, because you learn a lot of the basics from playing it. Obviously, this is not the best option for a support deck anymore, but it's the best way to learn. After this, the next deck probably would be Assassin Time. Which is all about SP conservation. So I think after this game I'm going to have a smoke. I mean, we are in no way near being done, but I'm going to go have a smoke, and I think we'll start into an Assassin Time, and that means quick, if you want to do another one, that would be great, because you don't have a class 12 moon, because that's what we need. Somebody without a class 12 moon. Okay, that was cutting it kind of close. So we need to bring his 3-pip up, and we need to make one of the 6-pip moons that's touching the corner side into a 7 to get that other one. So we've seen that he definitely needs some help now. So we are going to start with the assassins again. We have over 45,000 SP. We're doing pretty good. Don't need a 2-pip mine. There we go. Got wizard coming. Oh, sorry, wizard, play again. Now this is where we're also going to start incorporating every now and then using a mimic or Joker on a summon, like right here. Okay, we got another moon, and we did manage to get one hit on that. Leon's coming. What happens after Leon? Okay, he got hit, so we definitely need to help him out here and bring his moons back up. So that is what our SP is going to go for. And we want to use our highest pip dice that we can at first to make room to look for a low assassin to start that train, which we are not finding. Okay, so we got him back up. Knight's gonna hit him. Or no, it didn't. Wow. Alright, awesome. So we are gonna get hit again by Knight. So we're not gonna do anything in between these flips. Okay. So we'll grab that, see what happens. Hey, that's another Joker. What do we get now? We got a mine. Alright. So now we got a bunch of big mines. That's good. What we need now is to start looking to finishing off his board, and what we really need is one of them moons back to 7 and finish up with the solar that is in the top row there. Now keep in mind, class 9 moon shelf life is not very long. Alright, so we're not going to need the 6 pips. So there we go. Slime wave, so we're still good. We have more time. We are getting low on SP though. So after this volley here, whatever happens, we need to take a moment and regain some SP. We're not going to spawn any dice. We're just going to work with what we got right here. And we're going, because we're 62s a night, and that's fine. At this point, he will either get flipped or he won't get flipped. That's really out of our hands. And he'll get flipped right here. Alright, so first things first, he wants Solars back on, so he's going to Joker this. Well, no, he's going to take another flip is what he's going to do. But you want to turn your Solars back on first. Now it's very easy. Joker's a moon to get his moons on, and Joker's another 7-pip solar. There we go. Alright, now we want use our summoners, spawn up some free dice because everybody likes free dice, and we'll give a little push with what we got. And remember, no active growth. Now, being the okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Joker, Joker. See, there we go. We're all good again. All he has to do is turn his solars back on. No need to panic. Hey, we found the snowball. All right. But that's what you do.